Welcome back, you guys. We are here tonight with the Warrior X Pro from Olight. Get the focus in there. And we're going to talk about this tonight. This is a really nice flashlight from Olight that I actually got secondhand from somebody. After having the new Javelot long range, I decided to try something else because I kind of was looking at the Warrior X4, and this is another one I was looking at. And I had seen somebody post on Facebook they had one of these used. So I decided to give it a shot and see what it was all about. So, first thing is off, when you open up the box, you get this little nice case here. It does have a Velcro plus snap secure there. But not only that, if you pry it up a little bit, you can feed your belt through there and that's secure. Which I wish I would have known on my original Warrior X3. Because I had kind of the same type of case, but I didn't know it had a belt loop. So unfortunately the snap came undone. It didn't have the Velcro backup. And that is gone. My OD Green original Warrior X3 is gone somewhere in the Neververse. I don't know where it is. So you get that nice case. You get a rubber ring like this that can be put on here in place of the pocket clip, which I actually like the metal pocket clip better. It's a really strong pocket clip. I like the looks of it, and I like the way you hold it better. I don't know, I just like that better. But if you wanted to use the rubber ring, you would unscrew the back like this all the way. And you kind of just slide that off there. It's got a rubber gasket down here around the bottom of the flashlight, around the bottom of the ring. And then this clip right here, your pocket clip, just kind of pull it off. Boom. And then you would take your cigar grip, your rubber grip, whatever you want to call it. You slide it back down there like that, like so. And then you just screw the cap back on, and voila. Now I put it backwards because I'm dumb. Wasn't paying attention. So you slide it back up, turn around the right way, slide it down, just like that. It goes on a lot better. Screw this back on, nice and tight, and then now you got a rubber cigar grip to use your light. Like I said, I'm gonna take that back off because I prefer the pocket clip. Dropping stuff. Let me grab that. Like I said, I prefer the pocket clip. So I'm going to put the pocket clip back on. So, if you look on the flashlight, I don't know if I can get the camera to focus, a little notch right there. That your clip has a little notch. It's going to slide right into it also. So you're going to slide that, match up the notches, just like that. And then you're going to take your little stud right here. It's metal, so the rubber one. And there's another notch right in that, right there. And that is going to slide down over to match up with your pocket clip. Just like so. And it slides right on, can't go anywhere. And then you just screw it back on. Well, you know what, while we have it off, let's look. We got a 21700, 500 milliamp battery in this. Does not have the USB rechargeable on this, but the flashlight is rechargeable with Olight's proprietary magnetic charger, which you will also get in the box. I didn't bring it over, but you do get that in the box. So the box side set it outside. So that is the overview of this. Kind of, it's a nice solid metal construction. It's not too heavy. I actually kind of like it. I don't hold very many flashlights like this, but that one actually has a really nice weight to it. But I prefer when I'm holding these, I kind of hold them like a pencil grip, like this, or I hold them like this down at my waist, or it's up on my head like this with my thumb on the light itself. And that's how I use it, preferential for me. The grooves here do help dissipate a lot of the heat. They help with that a lot. It doesn't get too hot. It does get hot, but not too hot. You don't feel it. You can remove this little blue bezel from the front. And I think they sell black replacement bezel. I kind of like the blue. But in that blue bezel, I don't know if I can get you to see it. There's a little kind of off color thing. You can't really see it on camera, but there's an off color thing in there that actually goes in the dark green, which I will take a picture of when I go outside and use this at night. That will glow green once the light's been used, and some people really like that, some people don't like that feature at all. I actually think it's kind of cool, but if I were to mount this as a weapon light, I would not want that because that could give away position, whatever, if that's what you wanted it for. But you can mount this with a mount light, weapon mount with a pressure tail switch on it. And I guess in that situation, you wouldn't want that, so you could replace the bezel with one that doesn't have the glow in the dark. You do have two modes. You have low, and then you have a high mode. And that's it on this. You get tail button switch, low, high. Kind of half press it. Oops. Half press for your low mode, full press for your high mode. Let off, you hold it. If you quickly tap it, that's high mode, low mode. The quick tap on, low mode. Depress all the way, quick tap, high mode. Hold it, low mode. Hold it, high mode. Let off, comes off. That's momentary. So this is a 2100 lumen LED in here with a 500 meters of throw, which it does pretty good at that. I still am not 100% sold on if I like this better than the Javelot, which I wasn't a big fan of the Javelot. I wanted to go bigger, but I just happened to get a good deal on this, so I figured I'd give this a shot. I was looking between this and the X4, which I might still buy the X4. The reason I say that is because the Warrior X3 is still my favorite light to date that I have had from Olight, and this one is very comparable, but I still think they're so close. Where this is a thrower, in mind you that the Warrior X3 is a all-around flashlight. It's not a thrower like this, so you gotta keep that in mind. Excuse me, sorry. Take a drink here. So that is part of the difference. And let's so like I said before, you got 2100 lumen max on this, and your low is going to be, I believe your low is, what is low? I think your low is 300 lumens and your high is 2100 lumens. But that is a 2100 lumens for, I believe it's 2 minutes, and then it steps down, and then it steps down. Again, it kind of keeps stepping down. And I believe you can only do 2 minutes on high for this. What was it? Crap. So yeah, you get 2100 lumens on this. Then I believe it'll step down to 1000 lumens, and then I believe it'll step down to 300 lumens down to your low. And then if you're on low, just stay on low. You can get an 8 hours runtime out of it with 180 meters of throw. And on high, you get 2100 lumens and 500 meters of throw. And I believe if you run it on high, you get 2 minutes of high, 2100 lumens, 100 minutes of 1000 lumens, and then it'll go down to 23 minutes of 300 lumens before you completely kill a flashlight and it's dead. Now, if you want the candela, the conversion is 62,500 candela for high and 8,100 candela for low. The light is an IPX8 rating, so it is very waterproof, and it impact resistance up to 3 meters to give you just kind of the basic numbers on it. I believe it's almost 6 inches long, and it's a really nice flashlight. This is a little bit big, the holster. The pocket clip's nice. I don't know if I would carry this in the pocket or anything like that. It wouldn't be an everyday carry for me. This would be more of a situational need for this. If I'm using this, I need to throw a long way, or I need to spotlight something with it. But I do enjoy taking this out every now and then out in the yard and using it out there and shining it on the woods, or if I'm looking for the dogs or there's something in the woods I can hear. I like using this light. You'll see when we go outside and use it that the thing about this one that I kind of noticed is with the Javelot long range that had a really focused beam with not a lot of flood. I noticed personally on this one, and maybe it's just me, but this one had a focused beam, but had a very big flood, which I did actually like that. I do like a lot of flood. But if I'm buying a purpose flashlight for a very long range throw like that, I want something that is going to have that focus beam for long range. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one as an everyday, or not an everyday, but I'm going to step it up the X4, or if I'm going to go with the, I was looking at either the Javelot long range, Javelot 2, or the Marauder Mini. But overall, great flashlight. I do like it a lot. I haven't been able to find them, but supposedly there is red and green filters you can get for this. I don't know if that's when they first come out. Now it's kind of harder to find them. I'm not sure. And like I said before, you can get a magnetic tail switch for this that lets it be used momentary on a weapon light. And you can get the flashlight mount for that to put on a weapon. Excuse me. So let's get outside and take a look at how this thing functions outside. That's kind of my basic numbers on it originally. Sorry, stove's going off. Yeah, let's go outside, see how it functions outside, and give her a whirl, and go from there. Like I said, it's a good flashlight. I like it. It's very bright. For me, the only other thing that I was gonna say is actually the difference between a neutral white and a what do you call it? Neutral white. Sorry, I can't even talk here. A neutral white and a what is the other one? I'm drawing a blank here. I'm sorry, you guys. Well, that's embarrassing. Anyways, the two differences between the neutral, I think it's neutral white and bright white, or whatever. The difference between the two, I prefer the brighter one, because I think this one doesn't have it's not as bright as I would like it to be, I guess. But that's just my preference in how I feel about lights and what I like to use them for. But it is still a good light, and it's very, very, very bright. I will tell you that it's very bright, and it works very well for its intended use. I just, for me, feel that I like that brighter one. I like the brighter light better than I do the more duller light and duller colors. But again, that's all personal. Neutral white, that's what it is. Sorry, neutral white versus... no, wait, I already said that. Whatever. Anyways, I like the brighter version. This has a little bit duller light. And I'm so sorry. I'll put it up here somewhere when I can think of the name of it. For the life of me, I cannot think of the... it's neutral white and cool white. Cool white, that's what it is. Sorry. I am very sorry. I apologize. But for me, that's the big difference. Is I prefer the brighter one than I do the... neutral white. I prefer the cool white. The cool white's more of a bright white color, and the neutral white's duller, and this has the neutral white light in it, and I prefer the cool white. Sorry I rambled on about that. Now let's get outside and check this out and go from there.
Alright, what is up, you guys? We are out here tonight in the dark in my house, and we're testing the Warrior X Pro. So let's give it a shot here. So that is low. Low beam. About, I don't know, 100, maybe not quite 100 yards, not even 100 yards. Let me see. That's driveway's 100 feet. So back to the back of the woodpile, that's probably about 150 feet or so. So that's low. That's high. Now it does light it up very well. I haven't tested it in a big field or anything, but it does work really well. Lights up there really well. See the tops of the trees. Right up in the woods there. See a dog. On the other dog. You know, it does work really well. It's pretty bright. It's very floody though. So that's low. Oops, sorry. Low. High. Works really well. I do like how well it works. But I would think it would have been a lot more of a beam and a lot less flood, which I'm not complaining about. I do like the flood on it a lot because I like having that outer ring of light along with the beam in the middle. It's not as focused. You see there, it's not as focused. But it is still good light. I do like it a lot. That is kind of what it does at night outside. Again, it's like about 150 feet or so to that rock back there, right here. And this is on high, and that is on low. Does a really good job. Definitely not as bright as I thought it would be, though. Well, what I thought it would be, I guess. Just for comparison, here is the Warrior X3, which is my favorite flashlight of all time. Different light pattern. It's a lot brighter light. But as you can see, it still lights out that back rock pretty well. Does really well there. Lights up the top of the trees. So even the Warrior X3 is a very, you got low. Oops, sorry. Low. And then you got, oops. That's a low, not candlelight, that's a low. Medium. Medium. Technically high. and turbo. So that is the Warrior X3 compared to the Warrior X Pro. Just kind of give you an idea of the difference in the light. And that's it.